Welcome to Spinal Chat, the official podcast of the Pennsylvania Chiropractic Association. Today's episode features the first President's Address from PCA President Dr. Kris Arnold. This address was originally shared in the PCA monthly newsletter and is now offered here as a special audio edition for PCA members and the broader chiropractic community. As Dr. Arnold begins his term, his message is clear. The future of chiropractic in Pennsylvania depends on unity, communication, member engagement, and a stronger shared voice for the profession. In this address, he reflects on the energy of the Northeast Chiropractic Summit, the importance of staying connected with PCA resources, the value of PCA-approved continuing education, and the work ahead as the association continues to grow, advocate, and serve doctors across the Commonwealth. Now, here is PCA President Dr. Kris Arnold with his President's Address.
Hi, my name is Dr. Kris Arnold. I'm the new Pennsylvania Chiropractic Association President. I want to start off my video by talking about some hair and some building a grand PCA ballroom, but we'll leave presidential jokes for another video. I do want to let you know I'm very passionate about making chiropractic in the state of Pennsylvania even bigger and stronger. And I want to make our association the leader in helping you become better chiropractors, helping you practice with more confidence, and I try to make your job a little bit easier with the resources that we have available through our state association. I have some great objectives that I want to accomplish, and I want to share with you those right now. Number one is I want to make sure we have more unity in our profession. We've been working very closely recently with the other state association that's in Pennsylvania, and we've actually had some great conversations. We found out that we're actually not that separate, and we actually are very similar. And it was this past month, we had our state convention in Kalahari. It was our Northeast Chiropractic Summit, where both associations were involved in planning and putting it together, and it was off the chart, the energy in the room. The speakers were incredible. We sold out vendor space. We sold out participant space. It was just an incredible evening and weekend where we got to come together as chiropractors, not two associations, but chiropractors, all sharing the same vision of making chiropractic even bigger and stronger. And I want to continue that unity because we need to have one single voice promoting the benefits of chiropractic to our entire Commonwealth. I also want to let you know is if you missed out the summit, you really missed a great event. Make sure you mark your calendars for May 1st and 2nd of 2027. It will be in Seven Springs because you don't want to miss out this great opportunity to come together, get your CEs, get some exposure to some great vendors, and also just be able to fellowship with some of the great chiropractors who understands crazy chiropractors like other than other crazy chiropractors. And just having that energy and coming together was a phenomenal weekend. And every year we keep making the convention bigger and stronger, and the feedback we get has been overwhelmingly positive. So make sure you make a part to be in next year, 2027 in Seven Springs. The next thing I also want to let you know is communication is going to be one of my biggest objectives that I want to accomplish. So we want to actually have increased the communication of how we're reaching out to you on a regular basis, but I need you to be participating in that. So if you're not getting our regular emails, make sure you reach out to our home office to make sure you're on our email list. We also are going to increase in our social media presence and putting out information that way. So make sure you're joining our members only Facebook page where we have a lot of great conversations. Chiros get to talk to each other. So make sure you're part of that. Make sure you subscribe to our PCA Facebook page and also our YouTube channels. And then also too is make sure you're checking out our Spinal Chat. It's our new podcast that we're putting out multiple articles and information out on a monthly basis. All you have to do is search those in your favorite podcasts and look for the Pennsylvania Chiropractic Association Spinal Chat podcast so you can actually stay involved in that. The other thing is we also as association want to be the leaders in CE conventions and credits when it comes to your choices. So remember, this is a renewal year. You need to have your 24 CE credits plus your 2 child abuse credits that you need to have. So if you haven't got those done, please look at the links below. We have some in-person ones coming up this summer, so you can check out the schedule and attend one of those that are in your hometown. Number 2, if you don't have one that's close to you, we also have an online catalog, so you can click down and see the links below on those. Anything from topics from headaches to scoliosis to our functional med classes, from heart disease to diabetes and also hormones. You can all get those, plus also our PCCI is all uploaded. You can get your full CE credits from just watching that video where it teaches you how to bill, correct accuracy and your documentation so you can bill more confidently and also get reimbursed the way you should deserve. And again, that counts for CE credits. Also too, just be aware if you're taking CE credits through the PCA, all those are 100% guaranteed to meet the state requirements. If you're taking other credits, we're not always sure that they will meet the state requirements. And also, too, is when you're supporting PCA, you're actually supporting the associations giving back to you. So we want to make sure you're aware of that and make sure if you support the PCA through CE credits, we appreciate that. The next thing we also want to let you know is there's been some major changes in some insurance carriers when it talks about pre-authorization. So we're going to have a video that's coming out here very quickly in the next couple of days or even month. That's going to talk about some of those changes with United, with Highmark, and also with UPMC. So make sure you keep posted on that. If you are on insurance participation, we want to give you that information out to you so you can, again, get the most current information. Some of this is happening and dropping June 1st when it's going to be implemented, so we want to make sure you're aware of that. The other thing we also need to inform you is that we do have a couple open board seats. If your passion is I want to get back to profession and help the profession become bigger and stronger, consider joining our board. We have some openings in our Northwest, North Central, and Northeast. If it's something you want to participate and help out as our association and getting even bigger and stronger, accomplishing more things, make sure you reach out to the home office and they can see if a board position is still available and if you can actually help out with that. We'd appreciate any assistance you can provide. The last thing I want to do is do a quick shout out to one of our committees, our sports working group. They just participated in the Pittsburgh Marathon and got great reviews. Everyone loved having chiros there and be involved in it. So I want to give a shout out to Justin Miller for organizing that. There's more things that we need to get involved in our community to get chiropractic more of awareness. And this is a great example of that, how one person got connected, say, how can we get more involved in this? How can we as a profession help out with that? And the feedback we got was, again, extremely positive. So we're working on those to making, again, even more inroads on a down to a grassroots level. And we want to make sure we're participating in that more in the future. So if you want to join our chiropractic sports physician working group, make sure you reach out to our home office and they can get connected with that great group. And also, too, is the last thing is we got some big victories coming up in Harrisburg. I know there's going to come up with our legislative update from our previous president, Andrew Heck. So make sure you guys are listening to that. We got some bragging news and some awesome things that's going to happen, never happened in the last 20 years in the state of Pennsylvania that we want to kind of tell you about that we finally accomplished as an association. So look forward to helping you and serving you in the next 2 years. And if you have any questions, you would like to reach out to me and talk to me directly, I'd appreciate that. So have a wonderful month, everyone, and we'll see you next month.
Thank you for listening to this President's Address from the Pennsylvania Chiropractic Association on Spinal Chat. Dr. Arnold's message is an important reminder that PCA is not just an office, a board, or a newsletter. It is a professional community. It is doctors choosing to stay connected, informed, and engaged in the work that shapes the future of chiropractic in Pennsylvania. If you are already a PCA member, thank you for standing with the profession. Make sure you are receiving PCA emails, following our member updates, listening to the Spinal Chat podcast, and taking advantage of PCA continuing education and member resources. If you are not yet a member, now is the time to join. The challenges facing chiropractic, from the insurance updates and reimbursement pressure to scope modernization, public awareness, and legislative advocacy, require an organized profession. And if you are listening outside Pennsylvania, the message still applies. Join your state association, get involved, support the work. The future of chiropractic will not be protected by accident. Until next time, stay informed, stay connected, and keep delivering the life-changing care chiropractic provides.